everyone. Today is Saturday, June 1st. I just finished 14 miles. All easy miles, nothing fast-paced yet. Especially right now, I'm really trying to focus on keeping my easy miles easy. When I feel good, I tend to pick up the pace and just fly, and that's not always good. When you have easy miles, you want to make sure that they're easy, and then when you have hard days, you want to make sure they're hard. You want to make that distinction. So I've been really trying to focus on keeping those easy runs easy. Today was 14, like I said. Got my heart rate at an average of 135, so we'll take that. It is, as you can see, it's a little wet out. My first couple miles were wet, and then it cleared up a bit, and then my last few miles were pretty rainy as well, so I'm still kind of drying off. But yeah, it felt decent. Last couple days were a little rough in running. On Wednesday, I had a pretty hard leg strength day, and it went well, but I could definitely feel the after effects yesterday and Thursday. So today's starting to feel a little better. So I'm glad these 14 miles went well. So yeah, that was 14 for the day. Weekly average is just at like 56 now. So we'll be creeping back up in the next few weeks, pushing 60 and then the mid 60s after that. Today I'm not lifting. Like I said earlier, I usually do an off day on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday when I have the more intense or longer runs. So I'm going to take the rest of the day off. Kayla and I are actually going to go to a local meat market. Maybe get some steaks or some chicken or something nice for a little late lunch. But yeah, so that was today's run. Something else I wanted to bring up related to the long runs is as important as they are in your training for endurance, they're also important for training your stomach. Your stomach is a muscle, and it needs to get used to consuming food and nutrition while you run. As silly as that may sound, like, it does make a difference. That's been one of my biggest struggles in the past races, is avoiding stomach discomfort and getting your stomach used to consuming something while you're running and exerting your energy. So especially when I hit, like 10, 12 plus miles in a long run, even if I don't feel like I need some energy from nutrition, I will still practice taking it. So for example, today, like I said, 14 miles, at like mile 6, I took my gel here, the BPN Mixed Berry Go Gel. Highly recommend them. They are fantastic, super good tasting, easily digestible, nothing artificial, so they don't hurt your stomach at all. Not sponsored, by the way. But yeah, so I highly recommend taking the time during your long runs to, yes, practice your endurance in running, but also your nutrition. I remember last year when during my marathon in Milwaukee, I think I took 6 gels throughout the whole race. And you really have to ease into that. I would not recommend going from nothing to doing a long run with 3 or 4 gels or some kind of nutrition. Your stomach's not going to like that. So ease into it, practice it. Like I said, your stomach's a muscle. You need to train it just as well as your legs or anything else you're doing. So that's my little spiel there for nutrition. I also have my shaker bottle here with some BPN electrolytes I'm going to drink right now to replenish after the run. Get a snack here and finish the day. See ya. Today is Sunday, June 2nd. It is officially 19 weeks out to the day from Chicago 2024, where I will hopefully be running a sub-3 marathon. Trying training's been going pretty well. Had 14 miles yesterday, like I talked about. Today was an easy 45 minutes, and I'm gonna go to the gym now. Likely do a leg session, maybe a little upper body as well, but lower body focused. Maybe some deadlifts. We'll see what I feel like. But yeah, so training is definitely ramping up now. Just really excited. Definitely nervous. I know we got time still, but I do tend to put a lot of pressure on myself, and so just embrace it and we'll get there. Here's a deadlift portion of my leg strength training session. I'm warming up here with about 185 pounds. Those blue plates are 20 kilograms each, so the conversion is roughly 45 pounds. I usually start with a set of roughly 10 to 12, and with the lightweight, I really focus on the power of the movement. So I'll explode up as fast as I can, and then slowly bring the weight back down, really focusing on, again, speed of the movement and revving up my central nervous system. So after that, those first couple sets, I went up to 225, and you'll see here I am on two 25-pound plates, and that is to make that deficit in the deadlift. I did recently make an Instagram reel about why I do deficit deadlifts, so go ahead and check that out if you're interested. I explained the benefits and why I do so, but the brief rundown on that is, one, it increases your range of motion. Two, it works slightly different muscle groups, so it'll focus more on your quads because your knees are bent farther, and it also works more of your upper back rather than just your lower back in deadlifts. So I do like to incorporate those a lot, and again here I'm at 225 roughly, and still focusing on that speed of the movement. Next, I added two 25-pound plates, so I'm at, my math is correct, 275. Still at a deficit, and building up that strength a little bit, and obviously the speed is not as drastic there, but still warming up for the top sets. And then into the top sets here, I'm at 315 pounds roughly, still at the deficit. I usually, when I work up to 315, I'll do anywhere from sets of 4 to 5, sometimes 1 or 2 sets of 6, depending on how I'm feeling. I'm not trying to hurt myself, of course. Not really trying to build strength necessarily, especially being in marathon prep, but working on the strength and at least maintaining what I have. Post-gym meal, I have some eggs and egg whites here in this bowl. I did microwave them. I know that's kind of strange, but for convenience, I sometimes do that. And then I have some sauteed spinach and tomatoes and some Italian bread that I'll either steam a little bit, make them soft, or toast a little bit. But yeah, so that is post-gym snack meal, whatever you want to call it. I just finished prepping a snack for later. This is a smoothie bowl I made. Right here, it has put some Greek yogurt, about 2 scoops of protein, a banana, peanut butter. Is there anything else? And then don't knock it till you try it. But something I like to put in smoothies is cooked cream of wheat. Sometimes cooked oatmeal, but I usually, with the texture, I usually go with cream of wheat or cream of rice. It makes it very thick and smooth, a lot better than just liquid. So give that a shot if you would like to. But yeah, so this is a nice little smoothie bowl I made for a snack later. So I'll show you the rest later. Alright, I am prepping my post-run meal here. I have some eggs and egg whites scrambled up, seasoned with some salt and garlic powder, and then some fresh cherry tomatoes from the farmer's market we got the other day, and then I just microwaved a few potatoes just to get them soft. a red one and part of a sweet potato as well. Season those. I'm going to put them in the air fryer and then attempt to make a really good omelet. It's one thing I've been trying to perfect lately, so we'll see how that goes. And this is where the hard part is. Nope, that's not happening. Not very good. Okay, and finally got the final product with, let's see if you can see it here, the omelet, roasted potatoes from the air fryer, toasted piece of sourdough, and then some sauteed tomatoes and pickled beets. And I'm very hungry, so let's dig in. And here we are back for another deadlift session a week later. Speaking of doing things repeatedly, I apologize that the only meals I've shown you are eggs, bread, and potatoes. I do promise I eat much more than that, so I will work on getting a better variety to show you in these next videos here. But here we are at 315 again, still from a deficit. Like I said before, I'm trying to maintain my strength as best as I can. I don't like to deadlift very frequently, especially during marathon prep, just because it's so taxing and I do get sore for a few days after. So I like to keep my focus on the running workouts, but I do enjoy deadlifts, so I will occasionally incorporate them. But yeah, so here 315, anywhere from sets of 4 to 5 typically, and then being fully transparent, I attempted 365 here, and at a deficit, as you can see, and we'll just let you watch and see what happens. What's up, guys? On my walk again today. I realized after watching that first video that everything was in portrait mode and not as easy to watch as in landscape. So I made that change and learned my lesson. So hopefully this video will be a little easier. Today's Tuesday. I had my speed workout this morning. It was 4x800 meters at pretty much an all-out pace of sub 5:30, and then 6 200 meters at under 5-minute pace. It went decently well. I'm still feeling pretty sore today from my leg training session on Sunday. I usually do them on Sunday because I have more time for them. And so that was heavy deadlifts followed by some rear foot elevated split squats and some dumbbell walking lunges. So definitely still feeling my hamstrings today. They're a little sore and made that running workout a little more difficult, but we still got the work done. I wanted to remind you guys that not every training session is going to be great. Some days you're going to be feeling great and have an awesome workout. Other days you're not going to feel like working out at all, or you will, but physically you're not going to be feeling great and you don't perform well. That is completely normal. It's taken me a long time to understand that, and accept that. And not gonna lie, there are still days that I struggle with that. I have very high standards for myself, and it can be difficult to not perform well, especially when you're working hard at something. So I encourage you to, whether or not you're feeling it, whether or not you're performing your best at the time, do the work, trust the process. Putting in the work doesn't guarantee that you're going to see the results, but not putting in the work guarantees that you will not see the results. So as long as you're doing the work, that is what counts. And celebrate those wins. Sometimes those wins don't always look the same. Sometimes that is like winning a race, getting a PR, hitting a new 1 rep max in the gym. Other times, that win is just getting up and doing the work when you're not feeling it. So whether the win is more successful or not, always celebrate it. Give yourself praise and trust the process. In case you guys didn't see it, yesterday I posted on my Instagram story asking for questions and topics you'd like me to cover in a YouTube video about nutrition. So if you did leave a message or ask a question, I will definitely address them. I really appreciate you participating in that. I'm excited to share that with you guys. There's a lot of nutrition-based topics I'd like to cover and share my thoughts on. So I'm really looking forward to that one. It should be released hopefully after this video by the end of the week or early next week. So be on the lookout for that one. This weekend I have a 16-mile run as my long run. And then after that, we're continuing to build like always and looking forward to Chicago. We are under 18 weeks out, so time is ticking and excitement is building. Again, thank you for following along and supporting me, and we will see you in the next video. Also, I can't tell what this is. I want to say, is it a beaver? I've never seen him in northern Illinois before. That's not a beaver. Doesn't look like a big enough tail, but anyway, found a little friend.